káàbọ̀ bọ̀yé ẹ̀yin babaláwo. Èèyàn ìbọ̀rù bọ̀yé ó yàn.
Aboraboy, this is Olu Fakola Day of Idinkai Ifa Temple. We want to welcome you all. Thank you all for joining us. Just setting up all the streaming services right now. So once again, this is Olu Fakola Day of Idinkai Ifa Temple. We welcome you at Kabo to our temple service, our Ifa Ile Juba service, and we always want to begin with morning prayers. So if you have Ifa or if you are a very prayerful person, please find a space, put your head to the floor, and pay homage. Mojuba lorum, mojuba leda, mojuba lorumare. Mojuba bobo rumle, mojuba bobo imale, mojuba bobo egun timbili solorumare. Mojuba miss mother de lusu denis murray, mojuba darsa, mojuba basement, senior mojuba fidens, mojuba coverdens, walkers. Mojuba dalia, mojuba zain, mojuba nago, mojuba coverhomes, mojuba coverwalkers, mojuba jenny. Mojuba and Katie Bradley, Mojuba Oscar Bradley, Mojuba James Owicks, Mojuba Benino Chino, Wambilmo, no Black Dennis, Sago Sinjumil, Mojuba to all of my elders, Mojuba to Catherine Edmonds, Mojuba Baba Robert Edmonds, Mojuba Shologbade Popola Oloye, Mojuba Irao Ifa, Mojuba Agbola, Mojuba to all of my elders. Jogbe, he who hears people's pleas and accepts the pleas. He who hears people's pleas and approves of the pleas. He who talks to people and ensures that the talk is completely absorbed. He who hears people's pleas and accepts the pleas, the name of Ifa. He who hears people's pleas and approves of the name of Eshudar. He who talks to people and ensures the talk is completely absorbed is the name of Orishanla. Orishanla, you the person Muslim beings. Person Muslim cannot fail to impress one. Strike falls when someone's rainfall. Bullfrog is the one that someone's downpour. It is whatever that can read your poem to earth with it accepts. Whatever the big rat says earth with it accepts. All what I tell you, Ifa, please accept them and approve them. Ifa, we are thankful. We thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We thank you for all the things that you've provided for us. Oh, Turete, to show gratitude upon gratitude is all about gratitude. To display benevolence upon benevolence is the all of all benevolence. Whoever does not show gratitude for yesterday's benevolence, such a person not receive today's gratuity. These are that grace Ifa to the 401 in Rumela. I'm going to marry your boy, daughter of Ishbuji. These are also that grace Ifa to a Rumela. I'm going to marry your boy, daughter of Ishbuji. I'm grateful I see Michael Tuti. I'm grateful for yesterday's favor. I see today's gratuity. Oh, Turete, we're very grateful. I share. Awa dupe, awa bure. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bure. A dúpẹ́ àná àwa ò bure tòní Olódùmarè. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bure. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bure. A dúpẹ́ àná àwa ò bure tòní àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bure. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bure. A dúpẹ́ àná àwa ò bure tòní ẹrú mọ̀lẹ́. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bure. Àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bure. Adúpẹ́ àná òbúre tó nẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́kún lọ́rìṣà. If we ask for forgiveness, please forgive us for anything that we might have done incorrectly or wrong, any taboo that we might have broken. We call on the holy Odu Ifa, the roast tutu. Pounded down without soup can be very difficult to consume. He who decorates to the child of Beneregun. He was full of bad character. He's bad attitude have prevented him from entering God's domain. To come to beg on behalf of Tutu. How many children does he have that he would cast on now? Those who beg on behalf of Tutu. If foul, please forgive us. We call on Ogbelara. If I please push away death, push away sickness, push away cases and controversy, ward off fights, ward off litigation, losses, and outright fights from us. Bring to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity, healing, and all good things of life. We call on Ogbelara. Roomless says time to sleep. I echo this time to sleep. When the day dawned, I met a roomlet in the 16th room, where he covered his head with a flowing gown full of lice. He was wearing dress full of bloodstains. He was snoring heavily. They told him that delegate from his side rock. A roomlet inquired about what the delegate had brought. They told him they brought 2 rats swift in running, 2 fish graced in swimming, 2 birds swift in flight, and 2 goats with big livers. The roomlet said, that is not enough to wake him up. I admit my ignorance, please educate me. I hide myself in your bosom and survive. The dog can masquerade with Agbajan repeatedly. The dog can masquerade with Agbajan repeatedly to perform rituals because of children. You are the leaders, we are the followers. Leaders are the ones who show the followers wisdom. Orumla told them to get alligator pepper, to get colonna, to get bitter corn, to get alcohol. The couple got the alligator pepper, got the colonna, got the bitter corn, and he got the alcohol. That is right, now he is fully awake. Orumila, when you are fully awake, please look at me with eyes of compassion. It is with eyes of compassion, heavenly stars. You can look at the stars below. Orumla, when you are fully awake, please look at me throughout the choke 1, 2. Secure a good spouse to set your eyes that the heavenly stars. Just look at the stars below. Orumla, when you are fully awake, please look at me throughout the choke 1, 2. Bear many children in such good eyes a child should use, and look at a well-decorated plate. Be for a long night to far journey in the midst of all irreverent life. Ashe. We ask that you would hear all of our prayers. Please ward off all death, sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, ward off witchcraft and negative energy, ward off hateration, holleration, all the negative forces that would be trying to keep us from achieving our goals, achieving our destiny. We call on you. We ask at this time that you would move my ego out of the way so that we can hear words from Olodumare, so that we can hear words of Ifa. I call on you and ask for protection. Emma kami menyama, Emma kami menyano, Emma kami menyadelokun, etamole, etori Ifa alonimi, epora timtan itipanini, enibanami, ahun ati Ifa lelejo, Oshe awela. Tiny of the fetal tubal, the stock of a chameleon is not big enough to use his headgear. Had it been enough to use his headgear, I would have taken it home and adorned my head with it. These are Ifa's decorations to Awela. I'm going on a spiritual mission to Jebulin. Call locals in San money. Call sauce and make rich. Call on Arula with respect and Jebulin. Oshe Arula Zagarawo. Oshe Tora. And Kekeni Bagisa. The abstract sharply against the tree. Pacified for room. When he used to the Iba na share from Olodumare. If an old touch wealthy, surely be wealthy. I keke ni bagisa in the mouth of an award. I zibana she in the mouth of an award. If no church have joy, you should surely have joy. I keke ni bagisa in the mouth of ones. I zibana she in the mouth of an award. If no church have victory, you surely have victory. I keke ni bagisa in the mouth of an awards. I zibana she in the mouth of an award. If no church have all good things of life, you surely have all good things of life. I keke ni bagisa in the mouth of an awards. I zibana she in the mouth of an award. Tough. Essie, may it be so, surely shall it be. Ashe Orisha lẹ́nu mi o, Ashe Orisha lẹ́nu mi. Bọ́bọ́n tí mo bá màmá wí o, ìfúnmọ̀lẹ̀ ó bà, Ifá ó bà o. Ashe Orisha lẹ́nu mi. Bímọ dúró tí mo súré, bímọ pẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo súré. Bímọ kúnlẹ̀ tí mo súré, bímọ jókòó tí mo súré, ire tí mo sú orí ti bọ́. Orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹn ni ọ, orí ẹni làrúrẹ ìyẹn ni. Mojula mi fa wa mori. Ori eni la rure eni. Oh shit. Obore chasu. Ifá ọba Ọlọ́run àti bàṣáájú. Ifá ọba Ọlọ́run ó ṣe àrú ìlà Ifá ti bọ́. O Olodumare and the divinities, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We ask that you will continue to ward off all the ajogun from us. Ward off death, ward off sickness, ward off cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our advice, ward off witchcraft and negative forces, ward off evil and danger from us, and bring forth to us long life, wealth, give us good spouse, good children, peace of mind, joy, healing, victory. Give us all the wonderful things of life. Help us to pray the prayers that would help our families to elevate. Help us to offer the ebos that would heal our communities in our world. Aboru, aboye, aboshishe, aboto. Hey, thank y'all for tapping in with us. This is Oluo Fakola Dev Idinkai Temple. I want to thank you once again for joining us, for being here today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with us. So we thank you. We have a very interesting sermon today, but before we get into our sermon, I would like everyone to like and share at this point. Please like and share, and we'll shout you out at the end. Tell us where you're from, and if you're new, we welcome you. So let's go and get into it. Ebo is not enough. So there's so many people hitting me up like, man, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What does this mean? What, Ebo? Ebo's not enough? No, Ebo is not enough. But let us talk about what is Ebo. Ebo is sacrifice. The dictionary identifies sacrifice as perhaps the slaughtering of an animal or surrendering of a possession as an offering to God or a supernatural force. So Ebo is sacrifice. But merely the act of engaging in Ebo is not enough. It is not enough to meet our needs. It is not enough to have salvation. It is not enough to help us to fulfill our destiny. Ebo alone is not enough. Some people have the money to offer Ebo, tons of chickens, goats, all sorts of things. But for some reason, perhaps their life does not change. Perhaps they maintain the same way of looking at the world. Ebo is not enough. Our destiny, even, our destiny is not enough. There is such a thing as great potential. One can actualize their potential, or one cannot actualize their potential. Potential alone is not enough to manifest destiny. Today, we will discuss what is enough. What do we need to do to make our Ebo matter? I want to begin with the Odu Ifa Ogbe Yonu. Ogbe Yonu Ifa says, uncontrollable anger amounts to nothing amongst human beings. Patience is the father of good character. An elder who is patient, he or she will grow old. He or she will enjoy a life as if Ifa, like someone who is licking pure honey. These were Ifa's declarations to Ori Enu and Ori Ode. Ori Enu is character and Ori Ode is destiny. They were both advised to offer Ebo, and they both complied. My character, I recognize your importance. Please do not spoil my destiny. So this story is about Ori Enu and Ori Ode. Ori Enu, character and destiny. Character and destiny were best friends. Both of them knew their ability to influence human life human accomplishments, destiny thought that he was more important than character. Destiny refused to recognize character's importance. So though the thing of it is those individuals that he observes, those individuals who were destined to be rich, became poor because of bad character. Those individuals who were destined to become kings became servants because of bad character. Those who were destined to be leaders became followers, all because of bad character. So destiny went for Ifa consultation, and the Babalao told him to offer a bow and be rubbing his belly with a cowrie shell and recite, "My character, I recognize your importance. Please do not spoil my destiny." From that time on, Ori, destiny, gave character its due respect. The first point of today is, my character, please do not spoil my destiny. Our choices are encapsulated in our character. You can have an exceptional destiny, and that destiny be ruined because of the choices you make. I'm reminded by R. Kelly, a musical genius, Grammy Award winning artist. His destiny was solidified, yet it was ruined by his choices. Sexual assault, criminal activity, kidnapping, etc. Diabolical character ruined an exceptional destiny. My character, please do not spoil my destiny. Your choices, your character, your thoughts, your ways, your actions, they can neutralize your ebo. What is the point in offering ebo if you do not plan to adhere to the advice? What is the point in offering ebo if you do not plan to adhere to the taboo? What if your taboo is chicken? But oh, I love chicken. Or your taboo is corn. And oh, I love corn. What if your taboo is liquor? But oh my God, I love liquor. My character, please do not spoil my destiny. I want to be so tapped in, so dialed in that I'm in alignment with the will of Olodumare. Those things that I think are for me are not really for me. The perception that I might have of myself, that ain't really me. That was my misconception of who I thought I was until I met God, until I saw God inside of me. My character, please do not spoil my destiny. Next, I'm reminded by the Odu Ifa. Edi Maluko Ifa says, if we have any wisdom and we do not apply it, we will become ignoramuses. If we have strength, but we do not use it, then we will become drones. Castify for those who failed to associate with wise ones and failed to move with the workers and became friends with the dregs of the world. Orumila reprimanded them as follows: he who refuses to move with the wise and fails to befriend good people, it is only misfortune that this attitude will bring. In this message, Ifa is telling us to move with those who are about something, those who are workers, those who are movers and shakers in the world, those who are good and influential people, those people who are about something, those people who are about a good destiny. Those are the ones we should move with. My second point is remove all contaminants. Remove all contaminants. Have you ever offered a boat and then ended up around a friend who enjoyed engaging in your taboo? Better yet, have you ever surrounded yourself with folks who are negative and you don't think that that negativity rubs off? Being around individuals with bad character can contaminate you. That bad character, that lack of care, it rubs off. Their aura affects your aura and vice versa. Sometimes you need to leave people alone. Let them be. We need to be around people who desire to be great. Sometimes you got to lose people. We just did a TEFI, and I want to let those folks, sometimes you're going to lose folks. There's some folks around you that don't need to be around you. Some of those folks they're just going to walk away. I remember when I got initiated the first time I left. I thought I was in a stable relationship. I came back the first day back. The woman I had been with left. Sometimes you need to lose people. And when you lose them, don't go chasing after them. You know, sometimes we got to let them go. Sometimes we have to lose things. Sometimes we got to lose environments. Sometimes we got to lose material things. It's like the proverb, after the fat is fried, you'll see what's left. Once all the excess is burned off and burned away, we get to the meat of the situation. Sometimes we are losing things and losing so-called friends in order to become more potent. You think about that, potency, becoming potent. What I mean by that, we can be ourselves fully and completely without a lot of the excess. A lot of the folks who we called friends but were actually haters, actually individuals who were judging and thinking, man, this person has that money. I need that kind of money. Or this person has that kind of destiny. I need that kind of destiny. You will need to be around all these individuals. Everybody that you think is your friend is not your friend. I don't know about you, but I don't want a watered down destiny. I don't want to live a watered down version of Ifa. I don't want to live a watered down version of my relationship with Olodumare. I don't want it watered down. I want the fullness of my destiny. I want the fullness of my life. Some friends we may have to lose in order to gain. Sometimes losing is winning. Losing is winning. This brings me to my last and final point, the last Ifa that I want to touch on, and this comes from Iwori Meji. Ifa says, the hands of the youth cannot reach the shelf. Those of the elder cannot enter the neck of the gourd. The errand that a youth sends an elder on, let that elder refuse not. These were the assignments of a father it is expected to carry out for his child. This was the Ifa cast for Akapo when he went to complain against Orunmila in the presence of Olodumare. He was advised to offer a bow. He complied. He who listens to and judges on one side, you do not do well. He who listens to and judges one side, you are wicked. When you have not heard from the other side, why should you be passing judgment? In this Odu, the story is of Akapo. And Akapo was serving Orunmila the best of his ability. When we speak of Akapo, this name resonates so powerfully. What does the word Akapo really mean? Akapo means holder of the bag. Akapo is the caretaker of the wealth and the tools of Ifa. So when I mention Akapo, what I want you to think about is the individual holding the bag. So we, in our society right now, we talk about I'm chasing the bag. I'm trying to get the bag. Well, the Akapo was the individual who was holding the bag. He didn't possess it yet. He was holding the bag. He's holding the bag and he will soon possess it. Akapo did all the things that Orunmila approved of. He supported Orunmila and he did what he was told in the good times, in the challenging times. Even when he had no food to eat, he was serving Orunmila. When he had no money to pay his bills, he was serving Orunmila. Everybody say, hold that bag. Hold the bag, Akapo, hold the bag. Akapo was living a life in total submission to Orunmila. And he expected that if he did all of these things for Orunmila, that Orunmila would bless him. He did not have a wife. Sometimes Akapo didn't even have food. He didn't have any wealth amassed. He didn't have any children. And yet he was still loyal to Orunmila. The more he served Orunmila, the more it seemed that his situation remained the same. Nothing really changed for Akapo. I got a question. Have any of you ever offered Ebo and nothing happened? Have any of you been in service to God and you don't see the dividends of your service yet? How does that make you feel? Well, Akapo started looking at other people. He was looking at folks and he was like, man, this person is less devoted. This person doesn't do as much as what I do for Orunmila, for God, and look at the blessings that they're getting. This person is way more prosperous than me, and they give less Ebo. In his mind, Akapo felt that Orunmila had betrayed him. So he became angry. Oh, Akapo had offered all of his Ebo. He had taken his et Akoshe. He was offering his etutu. He was walking and moving in good character. He did everything Orunmila desired, but had nothing to show for it. So he went on a mission to complain. And he went on a mission to Olodumare to complain to Olodumare about Orunmila. I got another question for y'all. Have you ever been mad at God? Don't worry, I'll wait. Have you ever been working and praying as hard as you can, yet your blessings have not yet come? Have you ever been angry with the divinities? Have you ever been ready to cuss your ancestors out? Or cried in your Ifa pot, let the tears hit the Ikin? Have you ever been there? Akapo was there. Akapo was ready to throw it all away. But before he did, he went to Olodumare. He told Olodumare, look, I have prayed. I've offered a bow. I've followed my taboos. I've taken the Akoshe medicine. I've done everything required of me. He laid out all of his complaints against Orunmila. He said, I've done everything Orunmila wanted me to do, but yet Orunmila has not blessed me. Orunmila has, in fact, really betrayed me. And Olodumare stopped and listened. And Olodumare, after that, sent for Orunmila. soon as he sent for Orumila, the Akapo knew he messed up because no one had asked to hear Orumila's side. So then, in the presence of Olodumare and Orumila, the Akapo was asked to retell his story. He said, Orumila, you betrayed me. You did this. You didn't bless me when I've been praying. I did everything you wanted me to do, and you wouldn't have been there. Where were you when I needed you? And Orumila responded that yes, he had offered many ebo and plenty of etutu on behalf of the Akapo, but Akapo's destiny had decreed that it was not time for him to succeed yet. Orumila explained that when he carried the ebo, the etutu, to Irarugun on behalf of the Akapo, what ended up occurring is the Irumole saw the faces of the clients who had purchased those ebo materials originally. The faces of all the clients appeared to the divinities. Akapo had been using the ebo materials of his own clients as his own ebo materials, and he had not paid for those materials. Akapo was advised never to use the ebo materials of his clients and to purchase his own ebo materials. He was advised to pay for his own ebo materials. Orumila then showed the Akapo, look, you're in Orum, I'm showing you, these are all the ebos you've made. These are all the prayers I've made for you. You've got all this wonderful good stuff waiting on you. You just got to do it right. Then Olodumare sent both Orumila and Akapo back to Earth, and he told them, I want you to return in 1 year's time. So before the year, Akapo had begun to succeed. He had accumulated wealth. He was purchasing his ebo materials. He no longer used the ebo materials of his clients. Akapo was married, and at this time, his wife was pregnant. Before the year was up, all of these things had happened. So Olodumare sent for them again, and Akapo was begging the forgiveness of Orumila. This is when Olodumare decreed that no one should ever judge others without seeing both sides. My last and final point is this: give all you have versus what you can spare. Give all you have as opposed to what you can spare. Stop trying to shortchange your destiny. If your elbow calls for he-goat, offer he-goat. Don't look for the shortcut. If you have to work at it, don't look for the shortcut at work. Don't look for the shortcut to becoming a babalawo or ianifa. Do the hard work. Do the memorization. Don't look for the shortcut. Offer the ebo fully and completely. Pay for your ebo materials or get a loan and then offer those ebo materials. But you must remember that ebo and sacrifice means that you are going to forego now for something greater later. If we offer ebo in half measure, it will be taken out in some other way. You think about that. Sometimes we offer ebo in half measure. I know some folks who they price check ebo. Oh well, this person's ebo is gonna be $20 for this. This one charged 30. Offer ebo. Don't worry. I say don't worry. Ebo is sacrifice. It's supposed to hurt a little. It's supposed to take something out of your pocket. It's supposed to sock it to your pocket a little bit. Give all you have versus what you can spare. Giving all you have versus what you can spare is like, well, you know what? I can comfortably offer Ebo with this versus what is needed and what is called for. They might need, some folks, we might need to adjust the Ebo materials because we know sacrifice for that person will be rooster, but we know for you it's gonna be he goat. Offer all you have versus what you can spare. Also, in this process of offering Ebo and seeing the Ebo manifest, we need to allow patience. Offer sacrifice, but it requires us to be patient. When you allow that level of patience, you are also locking into what Olodumare has for us. Because honestly, Akapo didn't even know what his Akunleyan and his Akunleba were. What did he choose when he was in heaven? Some of us have chosen before we came here, I want my wealth later in life. Some people have chosen, I want my wealth early in life. Some people say, I want it throughout my life. But the whole point is, do you know what your destiny says about your destiny? That's crazy. What does your destiny say about your destiny? What does your destiny say about where you need to be? Sometimes your destiny requires patience. So offer the Ebo. And the patience is not a passive act, it's the act of putting that destiny, that Ebo, in the hands of the Irumole. Allow the input of Ifa. Sometimes it is not your time yet, but I've said this before, my destiny is baking. It's baking. It's not ready yet. Had a couple gotten his destiny when he wanted it, might not have been ready for that. Some people can squander their destiny if it comes to them too early. Your destiny's baking. Offer the Ebo fully and completely, and offer it as best you can. Go to a competent Awo. Offer the Ebo. So these 3 points. 1, I'll summarize. My character, please do not spoil my destiny. Our Ebo can be ruined by our activities, our own doubts. Yes, your doubts. Yes, your fear. Your own anxiety can transform the manifestation of your Ebo. So just offering the Ebo ain't enough. You have to offer it, leave it in the hands of God, and walk confidently. My character, please do not spoil my destiny. You can offer Ebo and then do that which Ifa told you not to do. Ifa might have said, don't get angry. You offer Ebo and then you cussing everybody out on the way to work. And then when you get there, my character, please do not spoil my destiny. Next, sometimes you need to remove the contaminants. Contaminants can be negative friends, even negative family members. It could be negative environments. Some Ifa says, do not go to places where you aren't invited, to places where you aren't wanted, to places where you are only tolerated and not appreciated. Remove the contaminants. Stop putting yourself in environments that rub off negatively on you. Remove the contaminants. And last and final point, give all you can versus what you can spare. Don't give the scraps. Give the thing you love. Give the amount that is desired, the amount that is needed. Pay for your Ebo materials. Inject patience in the process of manifesting your Ebo, and you will see it transform. And just know that just offering an Ebo is not enough. Your destiny is not enough. It takes these things: character, removing contaminants, and effort, giving all you can. Aboro Abwe. Thank you all. Thank you all for tapping in with us again. I sincerely, sincerely, sincerely appreciate you joining us. I'm going to go in and give people some shout outs. I know some people joined us today. Aboro Aboye. What's up? Ross Kofi, my brother. Good to see you, bro. Give my regards to Baba Yusi. Aboro Aboye. Tuifaleke. Good to see you. Abo Shisha Boto. Annette. Abo Shisha Boto. Oloye. Oluo Oje Fumike. Berto. Abo Shisha Boto. Good to see you, Baba. Good to see you, Taylor Crumpkin. Thank you once again for joining us. Abo Shisha Boto tapping in from Athens. Ifa Woledemi. Aboru Aboye. Good to see you. Alafia to you, Allison. Thank you for joining us. Ashe. Ashe, please do not let us disappoint our Egum. Thank you. Abu Shisha Boto. All right. Ashe, I don't want no watered down nothing. I don't want anybody else. Is anybody else's journey. Ashe, hold that bag. Ashe, we got to remember what the Akapo is. The Akapo had the potential. He was holding the bag. Ashe. Oh, that's your Odu. Hold the bag. All right, thank you. Uh-huh. Oh, we all getting called out, all of us. We have all been there. All right. Oh, up. Ashe. Uh-huh. Yeah, no shortcuts. No shortcuts. Oh, word. Okay, Baba, you see, I tell you. Oh, give thanks. Give him my regards and give Baba Yusi my love. Ashe, Queen. Good to see you. Good to see you, Allison. Again. Ashe. Offer that elbow, walk away, and be patient. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Baba. Good to see you. Ashe. Arthur, good to see you. Abo Shishiaboto. Ashe. All right. So I want to make some announcements. Thank you all for joining us on the gram. I want to thank you all once again for joining us. Last week, we had our first Atefa that our temple led at Idinka. We were able to do it. I've helped Chief Popola do Atefa many times, but it was such a good and unique and blessed experience for me to do it with my own temple. So last week we initiated 5 people into Ifa. We'll have the pictures coming soon. So I've just kind of kept them to myself. But I want to congratulate my sons. We initiated my sons, Zaire, who is now Ifa Kayode, and my other son, Zolani, he was Ifalani, my sister, Robin, Ifa Deke, and my friends, Michelle, who is Michelle Adetutu, and her husband, Jose, who is now Tifashe. He has another Ifa name. And I just don't remember that one off the top of my head, but we'll get it. He got two. He got blessed up. I want to thank Olunla Irawifa of Oturtuka and all the members of Oturtuka Ifa Temple for coming out and supporting us on our Tefa. That really meant a lot because our temple is growing. We needed to do our own Atefa so that our temple can grow. So we're growing, we're growing, we're growing. Thank you for helping us build our temple. We love you. I want to also thank my wife, Ifa Domininu, for her support and patience with all the folks in the house and the late nights. I love you. Also, everyone, I also want to thank and send blessings to my Baba Ifa Sholagbade Popola for teaching us and giving us the ashe to do the things that we're doing, for teaching us how to do a tefa and blessing us with all those mechanisms of support. So also, if you are interested in being a part of our Omo Awo program, we do programs to teach Ifa. We teach Ifa to Ianifas, Babalawos. We do that here. My house, we train folks. And if you are interested in learning and you are initiated in Ifa, contact us, and we would like to work with you. And we have a program that assists in training priests. So tap in with us. Also, if you like what you're hearing here, if you like what we're doing, please like and share it. Please, if you enjoy the things we're doing, please send your donations. And all of our donations go to support the progress and process of IFA in this community here in Los Angeles and ultimately around the world, because we're sending money and assisting temples not only here in LA but also in Nigeria. So for me, every Tuesday, every Thursday, I'm doing Ifa work at the shrine. So if you'd like to come and learn and also support, and you can come on out, give me a call, and we can work that out. And we can do this work and work together. So we do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tap in. All right. Tap in. So I want to thank everyone. And I also want to end as we began with prayer. So, before I get off, we're going to have, it's going to be in May, the herbal workshop with um, Ia Nifa, Alejandra Saab, or Zaire Saab. We're going to have that, and that's going to be tapping in, popping off in May. So I'll post the flyers for that, the herbal workshop. So if you want to get some learning in that regard, you can join us on that time. So let us end with prayer. Olodumare, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We ask that you would continue to bless us, as we move in alignment with our destinies. Guide us, direct us, protect us, keep us safe, healthy, and whole. Assist us in this process of manifesting our destinies Let the Ebo be manifested so that we can see our destiny. Help us to find, follow, and fulfill it. Give us strength throughout the week. Give us protection throughout the week. Give us sustenance, healing throughout the week. We thank you. All right. Thank you all for joining us. Aboraboy, Aboshisha Boto. Tap in.